Can you define trunk-based development and how it supports CI/CD?
There's a main branch, and you don't have more than one branch. I mean, that's the simplistic thing. So here's the thing. I want to add a feature. So the first thing I do in the morning is I pull my code. I've got the latest version, Mike and Perry pushed. I'm working with somebody. We think we've got something working. It's been a long day. We're like 10 minutes already into the workday. We're ready to add a feature. We're done, as in we've got it coded. We've run the tests. And it's like, oh, these are going good. So I commit. I've said, I think this is pretty good. But the first thing I do then is I'm going to pull stuff down, make sure everything works, and then I'm going to push it back up. So we are communicating our code, not through separate branches. Technically, there are branches if we're using Git, whatever. But the bottom line is, I regularly, on a daily basis, throughout the day, many times a day, I pull from and push to the same branch that Mike is pulling it from and pushing to, that UJ, you would do, and Perry. We're all sharing the same branch. And as a result, that's why earlier I said, these practices are agreements on how we're going to work. So for example, if I pull something and the code's not compiling, I'm going to talk to the person that pushed the non-compiling code. I might fix it myself, but we're going to work together frequently. And we might just periodically jump in a Zoom together to talk through something. But and also I might preempt, like, I know that Mike's working on something and we might step on each other's toes. Hey, Mike, can we talk real quick? Let's see if we can figure out a path through this so we're less likely to to step on each other's toes. So
yep, I know we're running short on time. There was an example I saw at a customer site. They had like 25 teams, and what they would do is they would create at least 25 different branches out there. And then it would take them months to finally decide that they're going to release. They would actually get the one who wants to promote their code up to the top. This was AccuRev, not Git, but they would promote their code, and then 24 teams had to spend 2 days reintegrating all the changes that just showed up. And and the team that just, quote unquote released, they're the ones who are going out to production. But I finally had to kind of explain to the organization, you all are optimizing for basically delete from a database kind of idea. You can either optimize for insert or optimize for delete. They were optimized in such a way that it would be very easy, if your project doesn't ship, to be able to clip it, and there was no trace in the code base that project ever existed. But in reality, all of their projects, nearly all of their projects, always went to production. So they had actually optimized in the wrong direction. They had optimized for not going, but in reality, what they needed to do was optimize for going. Now, granted, if they didn't if their project got canceled, it would be more work to try to back it all out. But that wasn't the majority of their workflow. And so it's just, they were setting themselves up for such horrible integration, and it would take 2 days after every release for all the other teams, and it was just painful.